Good morning, Awooks. How are you, my man? Awooks comes in here, goes, "Hi. What's up, part ACR? Yamamuchi. What's up, Maru? I almost said, what's up, Savage? Good morning, everybody. Quincy. All right, hard ACR. No worries. Make that moolah, that cash. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna talk about the market a little bit. We're gonna do some teaching. Really expecting this level to give us a bounce here. Let's see. Let's see, fam. Got some absorption here. Okay, so basically, you can see here on the volatility. This is just the 1 hour chart, but you can just see here. First off, we're bottoming on our RSI. Good to know. Ignore this yellow line. I was just messing around with some trend lines. On RSI 2 hour, there's a nice little trend line we're approaching, but this is an important level in my opinion. We also have it's being absorbed here a little bit. So I'm expecting maybe a temporary bounce here. Let's check out the daily. Daily, obviously it's engulfing the previous day, which isn't good, but the fact that it's ticked down even one notch here on this extremely hot volatility. Now, this hot volatility came after the drop. It basically kicked in from the drop from 20K. So when volatility kicks in like this on like a daily, it takes a long time for it to cool down and get back to the blue. Blue is cool, red is not, right? So it's very hot, but the fact that it's even ticked down a little bit on what we would normally identify this as an engulfing kind of daily candle. It's definitely engulfing the previous daily for now, but it's not engulfing the move up quite yet. Now, we did see a nice little double bottom here. Double bottoms I talked about this yesterday in the course, but double bottoms are one of the worst, or double bottoms and double tops are one of the worst reliable, like they're the least reliable patterns in my opinion, double bottoms and double tops. But they're great trades to trade the other way. So normally, right, we look at this daily double bottom here, right? We do have a double bottom for now. Okay, you can call it that, identify it as that. I will use this as a perfect example. And whether, now you can see we're still dipping here. Whether we break back over here, right? You break over here, you take a long, break back over 17.5, you take a long, right? And you could have like this could be a swing position. So you could have your stop baby down here, or you could take a long anywhere in here and have your stop basically at wick low of the double bottom. If it doesn't work out, you're able to actually flip short at the stop and then put your stop. Now you're short, right? You put your stop at the previous wick high. So for example, this is a double bottom here, right? If you wanted to take a long at this point, you take a long, you just throw your stop loss right here. Throw it right there at the wick low. So I would normally throw it probably a little bit, you don't want to see the sweep. If there is a sweep, so this is where our stop loss is. We talked about this yesterday. This is just from a price action standpoint. If they do hit that stop, all you got to do is flip short. And then you can take your stop at, let's say the daily wick is either here, daily wick high is here, or maybe you have a nice wick here that you can put your stop loss before we break this low. Now, this is the daily chart. I sure hope. I'm still looking for a relief bounce. I don't think we're just gonna blast through. I think a lot of people are taking this FUD and they don't realize that all those funds on FTX are locked. Okay, they're not going anywhere. They're not selling all that Bitcoin yet. They're not selling all that Ether yet. They're not selling all those alts. And so there's, the market is a balance of buy pressure and sell pressure, right? And so if there's someone willing to put up a wall and buy 15.6, 16K, 15.6 to 16.2K, which is weekly support. Again, we talked about this yesterday and the day before, but that line right there, if they're willing to buy that level and there's no sell pressure, then we're not going to go anywhere. This would be a nice accumulation range. Now let's again, I'm going to talk about the market first a little bit before we go into the lesson, because it's all the same, fam. It's the same type of learning. Now here's the weekly chart, right? Fam, let me just tell you something. These are good prices to buy at. To be honest, I planned for this. I planned for 16K to get hit. Okay. I'm still a little bit sucked into the FTX black hole of FUD. I'm in shock like everybody else. But these are good prices to accumulate at. Period. I've been very vocal over the last few months about deploying my capital between 16 and 20K. I have not bought spot over 20K. Okay. I've been very vocal about deploying my capital between 16 and 20K. I've deployed 40% of my capital between 16 and 20K. That is a great strategy, in my opinion. I think buying spot right here, buying Bitcoin, buying alts, fam, we're pretty low here from the top. I think what we're 80%, close to 80% here, and there's no doubt that with the current environment and everything, like it's extremely scary to invest in. Okay, we're down to 77%. I understand that, top to bottom, it's scary. But you know what? Scared money don't make money. Okay, and if you're willing to put, if you have $100 invest and you're willing to put every day, or $100 invest every week, and you're willing to put $40 of that into crypto right now, I guarantee you're not going to come back in a year and tell me, Savage, that was stupid. I can't believe you had me invest at 16K. Can we hit 6K? Certainly. But we're not buying over 20K, fam. And this will recover in a year or two. And you want to be prepared. Whether you learn something from me as a swing trader, or you learn something from me as a day-to-day trader or a scalp trader, all right, that you need to prepare yourself. Now, it's like loading up on ammunition, fam. That's what you're doing. You're loading up on the ammunition, fam, because at some point you're going to want to use that ammunition and make some money. And that's what this is all about. You're going to have long-term patience here, fam. We're not trying to win the lotto overnight. We certainly are not going to win the lotto overnight. But if we do this right, every day, we spend a little bit of time on this, a little bit of time every day. It's your homework, 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day. That's all I'm asking from you. Spend 1 hour a day, whether it's to research a new project, whether it's to watch one of my VODs, whether it's one of my courses, whether it's to watch somebody else's courses. There's a lot of great information out there. There's a lot of great streams coming. Teal Street has the Teal Street fam right now is growing like exponentially. And every single person I've met come out of the Teal Street family is amazing. I'm like, also, if you don't know about Teal Street, it's the trading terminal. All right. Teal Street right down here. It's amazing third-party trading terminal. It gets you in and out of the market much quicker. Teal Street's amazing. And so anyways, they're built, I feel like Trader Samwise has been building kind of a Trader Samwise, not Sam FTX. I just want to make that very clear. Trader Samwise, the developer, founder, and his team, Bragg and all the guys, I feel like they just have good vibes and they attract good people. And I'm just glad to be part of it, like, whether it was a part of it early on or watching it grow. Like, I think it's so cool. So like, look forward to, you can look forward to things like that. To be honest, I would like to start something. I think it would be cool. Maybe after the course, maybe beginning of next year, I can do some more thought brainstorming with Trader Samwise, the developer of Teal Street. But I was thinking about doing like maybe hosting like trading competitions, like 1 hour trading competitions, like just for fun, between a couple Teal Street traders. And so I host it and I'm kind of like, oh, over here we got da-da-da, and then over here we got da-da-da, or I don't know, like something cool like that once a week or once a month. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, fam, like, let's be smart here. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world for crypto. It really isn't. I mean, to be honest, everything's locked up, fam. I mean, everything's locked up. I mean, can you believe that? Like, it's all locked up. Like, that's all in your benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all in your benefit. Now, look, I will say this. All right? I will say this. If you can't be patient, if you can't understand it's important to only spend money that you could throw away today and not care about. When you're putting money, you should not be using money that you need to be going to eat food with, feed your family with, pay rent with, pay your mortgage with. You should not be using that type of money. I want to make that very, very clear. All right, this needs to be a long-term mindset, fam. I want to teach the long-term mindset before the short-term mindset of trading, because you have we're zoomed out here, fam. To say the least, that I actually ever thought we would get this low on Bitcoin. I had doubts that we could get this low, but obviously things evolved. I was bearish. basically from here, from this candle on, this candle right here, which is, this is now we know this candle is because of the FTX spoofing on this move up. But regardless, after this candle, it became very, very bearish on the way down. And, you know, things evolve, and these are generational opportunities, fam. They are generational opportunities. I want to make that very clear. And even in the stock markets, you know, my grandfather said to me, he goes, there's only 3 or 4 market corrections that we're seeing right now in the traditional markets. There's only 3 or 4 of those in your lifetime. So if you live to be 100 years old, you see one every 25 years. So you'll miss the first one because you will be too young, or at some point you'll miss the first one because you're too young or whatever, because that's the first 25 years. And then you'll have an opportunity between age approximately 20 to 25 to age 50 where you'll see one of those corrections in your lifetime. And then you'll see one in your retirement age, which hopefully doesn't happen when you're living off of your retirement. Okay. And then you'll see one when you're too old to care about it. Now, but so you get like 2 of these market opportunities. And I'm not just talking about, obviously, Bitcoin here. Like I said, I'm talking about traditional markets. You only get so many of these. We're going to go to the 6-month chart. We only get so many of these opportunities in our lifetime, fam. Every one of these little red guys is an opportunity. This is basically an up-only market. It's fixed. It's been fixed since 42, 38. You know, it's been fixed. You know, it's you know, think about it. It's fixed because there's more companies and they're constantly growing the economy and more infrastructure and more population growth and blah, 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 blah. One question, what did you say a couple days ago that you see the SOL in 20? I can't see it on the chart. I'm still learning from what I see. Yeah. So I just think it going to 22 to 24 is the supply zone. Solana. 22 to 24 is the supply zone. Just make money. Exactly, Mama Mia Bitcoin. Love that name, Mama Mia. Mama Mia, you're right. Everything is a scam. Just make money. This is an opportunity to get in, get out, right? Like this is, you get in here in your 20s and 30s. Sorry, no, this is 35. This is a 6-month chart. Sorry, you get in here in your 20s and 30s, and you get out, you know, when you're 60 or whatever it is. Like, so I'm 30, so I'm getting in here, right? And you want to get out like here, like, or somewhere over here, like 13,000 S&P, you know, 4 times the market right now, 3 to 4 times the market from now. I mean, think about with inflation and money printing and all that, it's not unrealistic to think about. You know, let's go over here to the Dow Jones. We talked about the 25-year cycle and how we're actually here at the 87 crash, and now how it continues up. It's actually a beautiful fractal here. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? If you don't understand this, this is 25 years on the 6-month chart, 25 years on the 6-month chart, bear market. The 87 crash happened from the beginning of this bull market. The 87 crash. We just witnessed the 87 crash of the first 6 months of this, the Dow Jones. The fact that we're actually printing, look at this, printing a blue candle, a follow-up 6-month candle. Look at that. 6 months, and we just continued up. Yes, we dipped back down. We had some wicks down here, but we continued up to 2001. What if that continues to happen and all this inflation and stuff and the war in Ukraine ends or whatever, all the way up to 2034? I mean, this is crazy. I think you gotta respect time, and that's what this says. This is 26 bars in. That's where we're at. We're at the 27th bar. 27th bar is right there. Look at that. I mean, it's just a beaut. 11K this weekend. Everything is a scam. 11K this weekend. Obi come Kenobi. Coming through with the prediction. I love it. All right, so anyways, let's get back to kind of stay on course real quick. So, you know, just be safe. Today, we got the markets opening in 4 minutes. We probably should just wait for the markets to open here in 4 minutes. See what happens here. Wow. Markets are opening up down about, oh, it's not that bad. So we'll open up down here. You know what though? Like this is like a typical, this is a very typical rounded top kind of pattern though for S&P. That's what kind of worries me here. We did hit resistance too on S&P. We'll talk about all this. We'll talk about all this stuff later. Let's just see how we open up here. We'll probably have a dip. You should grab it. Look, they even saved it for you. They saved it for you. It's like right there. Didn't even tap it yet. 16 like 396. Anyways, I just don't think we're gonna drop right through yet. I don't think so. I highly doubt we'll see 11K this weekend. They're gonna walk it sideways and then probably walk it up to 18.5, or they'll see a huge rejection. It really ends up being up to the S&P though. S&P hit resistance, had that spot marked actually. Maybe not this chart, but 40.50. And then I thought it would get higher, like 4,100. Has a chance. Like this is a typical kind of consolidation sideways. We've been moving up, sideways. Now it's gonna be up or down. That's just gonna be it. We'll go sideways and then up or down. Could be down. This could be distribution right here. Just gotta be careful. Because they will ruin the Bitcoin party. As far as like, I mean, whatever party there is, I don't think there's a party. I think there's just less downside than you're expecting. All right, let's go to class. We're gonna go over real quick. Jump into class. Let's go over real quick. From the beginning, we're a little review. We talked about price. We're just talking about price action trading this week. If you don't know what price action trading is, price action trading is basically only talking about the chart itself. All right, so you go back over here to the chart. And we're talking about just delete all the drawings really. And of course, we're talking about the addition of horizontal resistance, support, and different chart patterns as well. But like price action is really analyzing this without indicators. Okay. Now we're going to start to add trend lines and make shapes and all that stuff. That's the part of the analyzing the shape, like the chart, all right, the artwork here, all right. Immediately we can see when we talk about price action, we can see, okay, we got higher highs, right, higher low, really, right, lower high, but again, kind of a lower low structure. So now we see it's kind of turning bearish, and right there you could have realized that it was bearish. See that change in structure right there? We have higher high, higher low. Right here, we made the lower low. Once we tap that 32, right, we bear flagged it up. And that's, again, talking about price action. Here's the bear flag. Understanding, these things. And so we're not talking about actually using indicators. There's no EMAs and MAs involved. Price actions like higher highs, higher lows, horizontal resistance, support, shapes, patterns, how to trade those shapes, how to trade those patterns, how to identify trend changes. And this is on all time frames. We're just looking at the daily alone, and this is just an example how I broke this daily down for you right now. But that's what price action is, fam, and it's important to understand. You got to start somewhere, right? So when you look at this, we're not talking about the candles really. The candle shapes themselves. We're going to get into that in a different week, in a couple weeks. But we are talking about the general kind of shape pattern. Whether you're using the bars or you're using a line, right? You can use a line too to identify this, right? You don't need bars. Like, this is price action analysis, okay? So when we're talking about price action analysis this week, whether you're going over yesterday's class or today's class or tomorrow's class or the class on Friday, you have to understand that we're trying to keep it simple. Okay, we're trying to keep it basic here when we're just talking about the price action. All right, keeping it simple. Don't make it too complex. Don't have a bunch of horizontal resistance support lines like I showed you an example I used to do at one point. I had this God chart. I'm telling you, it was the God chart. It would never lose. But like, dude, it will fucking mind fuck you after a while. Like, you just don't need to have like too much is hurts your system. Okay. Talked about price movement and how that reflects the movement of the market. History tends to repeat itself. That's why we study the shapes that we're going to go over today. Price action shapes. There's various price action techniques. Okay, trades from support and resistance, breakouts of support and resistance, trend line breakouts after confirmation, price pattern breakouts, pullbacks after breakout, failure breakouts. We talked about those yesterday. Failure breakouts. We'll kind of review a little bit today. Candlestick patterns, point and figure patterns, divergences, stop and reverse. Move the goat. I can't see it. It's informant of the text. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Oh, you're right. Move the goat. You're right. I gotta get rid of the Spotify. That's my bad. My bad. All right, let's go back. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Price action trading. Keep it simple. We talk about price movement is capable of reflecting the movement of the price. Okay, history repeats itself. Head and shoulders. You watch Head and Shoulders. Divergences repeat itself. Time repeats itself. We talk about the Bitcoin cycle. It was literally from bottom to top of 2017 and the bottom of the top of 2021 bull runs. They were literally the exact same. If you just shorted the 1,064 day, like the previous bull cycle, you shorted the exact top at 69K. I mean, we're talking about like history repeats itself. Like, that's crazy to me. History repeats itself. Patterns, time, everything. Okay. Failure breakouts. Why failure breakouts, right, are important. Okay, so what are failure breakouts? Got a Head and Shoulders. Looks like a Head and Shoulders, right? Here we are. Looks like a Head and Shoulders. You take a short, you put your stop loss where you're supposed to. Here's the Head and Shoulders. Oh, we consolidate underneath the neckline, right? Get stopped out. Perfect. Okay, this is a failed Head and Shoulders. Perfect setup. You flip long right there where you get stopped out. You throw a stop loss down here and you ride that up. I mean, it's beautiful because failure of these patterns happens a lot. And if you can take advantage of the failure of a Head and Shoulders or take advantage of a Head and Shoulders, you win-win. You know what I'm saying? Win-win. All right. You can go through this one. That was yesterday. Talk about divergences, the importance of divergences. Nothing that I talk about is 100%. You need to spend time and experience the market to understand what is good and what is bad, what is probable and what is not. Okay? You need to spend your time with the market because you're not going to get better if you don't practice. It's like anything else, sport, basketball, football. It does not matter. It does not matter. So understanding divergences, okay, maybe 5 minutes divergence is not something you want to trade. Maybe a daily divergence is something you want to trade. Maybe that's a much more probable setup. So understanding divergences, we went over this yesterday as well. Here's your divergence cheat sheet. Find this all over the web. Literally just copy paste it from Google. All right, bearish and bullishes. Bullish divergences, understand these, practice these, know them, okay? Again, I went over this all yesterday. This is just a review. How you're going to use it through price action, bearish and bullish divergence, how you can trade it, okay? Through an oscillator like stochastic or RSI, or just basically stochastic, even MACD, you could use it for. There's divergences on everything. Volatility, divergence, all right? Talked about stop and reverse. That's mechanical type trading. We're not going to go over that today either. I didn't really go over it yesterday. I just wanted to discuss it. It's a type of trading, stop and reverse. It's using things like super trend and moving averages and stuff to trade the market. And if you learn a little bit about PineScript and code and Python and all these other different types of coding, you can literally code yourself a little bot to trade the market, and you can back test it on TradingView, and it's pretty cool. This is how it works, right? It moves the stop loss up. You can also trade like this yourself. Bear Q, I've been watching him the last couple days scalp the market. He's an Ether player, which I find fascinating because I'm more of a Bitcoin player. But he's scalping the market, and I'm watching him and listening to his vibes, and he's constantly moving his stop loss up. Like he's just chilling there, and like the market's going his way, and he just moves his stop loss up. Like he's always ready for the market to bounce because he's been shorting, right? So he trades a little bit like a stop and reverse trader. Trading patterns. Now this is where we're gonna start today. All right, we're gonna spend a lot of time on this trading patterns. It's only like a 6 slide, but we're gonna spend a lot of time on it. Common trading patterns can have higher chances to play out at major support or resistance. All right, you see this? Isn't this beautiful? Y'all remember this? That was 23, 24, 25K. All right, 23, 24, 25K. Failed breakouts can give good setups as well as successful ones. We talked about failed breakouts yesterday. I highly recommend you go to yesterday's video, watch it. You don't have to watch it before this one, but go to yesterday's video, watch it, and learn about failed breakouts and how you can trade them. Cup and handles failed breakouts, head and shoulders failed breakouts. It's awesome. Common patterns used with price action are like Adam and Eve's, head and shoulders, cup and handles, rising and falling wedges, 3 drive buy and sell patterns, as well as more. Rounding bottoms at support are considered bullish, as well as rounding tops at resistance are considered bearish. All right, this goes on every time frame, fam. Okay, you gotta understand this goes on every single time frame. And for example, we're seeing right here this. Here's the 1 hour, perfect example. All right, you put up your lines, your horizontal resistance support line. So just find that. It looks like it's right around here. So we just put that up right here, right? We got to get over this node right here to get above this price action. All right, and then you get this. Okay, first off, hot big wicks. We're just looking at price action again. Big wicks up here. All right, clear of support, or sorry, resistance. Excuse me. All these wicks right here. Also, back that up a little bit. We have this kind of rounding action come into it. So certainly it became bearish because it's rounding at resistance. This was the opposite, and we inversed this chart, and that was support. So I guess I'll just do an example, ignore the price here, but that is bullish, aka bearish because I inverted it, but that is bullish if that is support and we're rounding up like that, right? So it goes both ways. You need to understand how to look and analyze the price action. And like I said, you're only going to get better at this stuff from experience. I've been looking at charts. God help me. I even dream about charts at times, but I've been looking at charts every day for the last 5 years. Every single day. When I had a real-time job, I was constantly looking at my phone. When I was running my own business, I was like constantly looking at my phone with clients, and like they would laugh at me about it, and like, I'd laugh back because, I was like the crypto guy, and a lot of people didn't, I worked with a lot of finance people, you gotta understand. So there's like real traditional finance people, and so, there's some people just laugh at the crypto, and they probably still are laughing at me. Look at the FTX thing, right? So those, understanding all the patterns, learn the patterns, and we're gonna go over some today. Also understanding that they are not 100%. No pattern is guaranteed to break out. But like we previously discussed on failed breakouts, even failed breakouts give great trading opportunities. Okay. All right, here are patterns, a bunch of different patterns, and how to trade them. We're not going to go over all of these. If you have questions, I'll be glad to answer any questions. I could give you any of these. Buy, sell. I can give you any of these and how to trade them if you're interested. Head and shoulders. Kind of a BART. I mean, it's crazy. You gotta learn them all. I was looking at this. I was like, oh, that's kind of. These are flags, pennants. Like, crazy. Like this has got all of them. Again, right off of Google. You can just, do you have like a trading course? This is the trading course. Did we see a bearish flag today on Matic on the 4 hour? I don't know, but I've been bearish on Matic. I think since yesterday I posted a chart. Matic has a broken structure. We could talk about that right now. That's actually a good question. So let's pull up Matic real quick. All right, let's pull up Matic. We'll look at just the weekly. Right? Swing fill pattern. Broken, like look at this, look at this. Engulfing weekly. Very ugly, bearish, send it down type of wick. I'm telling you, this is very similar to what we saw at 48K on Ethereum. Sorry, 4,700. Where is it? This one. This one right here is when I became very, very bearish. This is a broken structure candle. They try to make it look good and save it. This is a broken structure candle right there. I know this just from looking at the candle. Now, we're not going over candles today, but Matic has that. Matic, I'm telling you right now, Matic, I finally can take that bad boy home. Taking that bad boy home. It is a broken market structure, deadly bearish candle. Tell you, we're gonna be seeing. It's gonna drop, and it's gonna drop hard, fam. Matic. I can also add volatility to it. Matic is okay. So let's short Matic then. Yeah, until you get wicked out at like a $1.03, my man. Stein, it's not that easy. You think you just short it? You better have a high liquidation, man. These. I mean, Sam's out of the market. Maybe we see less of that. Okay, so anyways, we're not talking about swing failure patterns today either. We're just talking about actual chart patterns, but we are going to talk about swing failure patterns tomorrow. But yes, Matic, just from price action analysis, not even adding indicators, really, I could tell you, Matic is done. Pretty like 90%. I could put. Damn, if you had a short above a buck, I said if we lost $1, that's when I'd short. If I would short if I got a retest of $1. I want to see them try to retest it. We'll see. It's all up to Bitcoin, right? All right, so let's go back to Cabanero. Nice. You guys know where this was? You guys know where this was? This was 19K. This happened 19K on a time frame. All right, I can find these everywhere. These patterns. You know, and the point of this is understand just from a price action standpoint, fam, you can really improve your trading, become a better trader. This is just price action trading. Again, no indicators needed. All right, cup and handle. Let's bring that up real quick. Again, this was at 20K. Maybe it was in the 4 hour. I think it was the 4 hour. Let's pull that up here. All right, I'm going to go over here. That beautiful cup and handle. Here it is. Beautiful cup and handle here. Beautiful. I swear. It's like, it just, you don't even get a setup like this. So clean all the time. All right. So here we are. This is the 4 hour chart. Here's the cup. Here's the handle. Looks better on the 2 hour, the 1 hour. You can break it down. But you can see how this is how you're trading from a price action standpoint. Okay, sure, you didn't grab the long entry there. Okay, sure, you're not that ultra cool sniper. All right, but you can make the horizontal resistance line, and so you can see right here. Okay, resistance, resistance, resistance. Right, resistance. This one dropped down resistance, but it's still holding the handle up, right? Buy up, confirmation of the long, buy, there's your stop, and then where do we go? I'm pretty high on this one, right? 23K. You see that? Confirmation, look at that candle. This Chad confirmation right here. Buy, or you take a chance of buying in the handle because you see the cup and handle, or you wait for confirmation of the cup and handle. Look at that. This is again on a 2-hour time frame, the exact same one. This is the same one. I'm showing you the same one on the on my chart here. This is just a different time frame. It's a 4-hour. And so these are important, fam. These are important. Rising wedges, bear flags. How many bear flags have we seen, fam? Bear flags. You don't want to be doing this. If we were doing this right now, we'd be in trouble down here. We're fortunately not doing that yet. Yet. You know, they're holding the price here. But look at this. Rising wedge. Free drive sell pattern. Whatever you want to call it. You know, whatever fits your bias. Retest. So these are all ways, fam, to successfully trade price action and seeing these things. Okay, what's this right here, right? A little sideways consolidation. Not really bearish or bullish. Wait for confirmation. Boom. There it is. Cup and handle. Again, how can you succeed as a price action trader? Just from price action. Now, by the end of this course, you're going to put this all together, fam. Right? By the end of this course, you're going to put it all together. And it's not just going to be price action. You're going to know a little bit more about EMAs and MAs. You're going to know a little bit more about volatility. Yeah. Why was the entry where it was on the cup and handle chart? Yeah, retest the support confirmation. Exactly. The retest of the neckline is why. Yama. The retest of the neckline is where it happens. The neckline's like, this is it. This is actually, I was telling people, this is a cup and handle and it's another cup and handle. It's like kind of a double. They made a cup. Like also, you see this rounding here. That's bullish too. It's rounding here. So it's not a perfect cup and handle, but this handle almost looks like a cup with another handle. But you just knew once at this point, you knew here's your entry, there's your stop loss, right? At this point, you're like, all right, you're breaking back over previous, you're making a higher low, take the entry, there's a stop loss, right? They even swept the lows really well. We're going to talk about sweeping the lows, deviations, and SFPs. Looks like a pennant before the pump. Pennant? I mean, a little bit. I'll show you that. I'll show you what it looked like. So this is actually what I'm showing you right here. Doesn't really look like a pennant. To be honest, like it looks like, to me, it doesn't really matter how you look, it's how you play it, right? Rounding, right? And then look what they did with this cut. They made it like another rounding, almost cup and handle. So this rounding was the handle of this bigger cup. Like crazy. Like a cup and handle, and then a cup and handle for the handle. Either way, that's how you trade it. Cup and handle. Super important. Talk about Adam and Eve. Very similar to a cup and handle. It's kind of the reverse. Over the neckline. Entry, stop loss. Previous support. Okay. This one's not a filled out one. This is actually a higher time frame. Adam and Eve that I was showing. Potential bullish pattern on Bitcoin before FTX. Head and shoulders. How do we play into a head and shoulders? All right, so we talked about a failed breakout, and we'll talk about that again right now. But here we go. Here's the Bitcoin Weekly. They actually had a nice little, you have a few examples of head and shoulders here, right? We got like a head and shoulders here. We also have a, I think on the 3-day here, you have a kind of a head and shoulders as well. right? Also no. Here. This is a really good one, actually, in my opinion. Broke down and they held the previous support. This is like on the run up. Either way, head and shoulders. Doesn't matter what time frame you play it on. Here it is right here. Which one is this? I'm trying to figure out which one is it. Hold on one second. I feel like I use this one. Either way. So here we go. Head and shoulders. Right? Entry. Stop loss. Right? Write it down. I don't have this best example here. The head and shoulders. Rising wedge. Showed this again. Stop loss. Entry. Breakdown. All right. To be honest, the head and shoulders plays out on like every time frame, like crazy. It's cray cray. All right, so like this is a good one. Actually, a good one right here. You got kind of a head and shoulders here. You guys see that? Or you could draw right there, a little consolidation underneath. Doesn't really matter. Whatever, as long as you put your stop right here on that other shoulder, take the short anywhere in here. TP. And understanding that TP, right? But this is where your stop is. Put your neckline up. Take your short. Send it down. Very common pattern. And if it doesn't work out, right, you could have this exact same thing happen to you, right? Here, you take a short, the breakdown. You have that consolidation. We talked about this on the fill breakout. And it breaks back up. Hits your stop. Flip long. There's your stop, right? Now your stop's down here. You flip long. So the fail breakout, even if you get stopped, flip to fail breakout, usually works out that way. I'm telling you. All right, we're gonna do a little break. Any questions, fam? Let's talk about the market right now. Yeah, Nick, no worries. We were talking about it too. Bitcoin could be dragged down by S&P probably. That big wick. Which big wick? Right here? It hit the spot. We should see a reaction here. That one right there? Stein? Yeah. I mean, that's the spot. We'll see. Yeah. They're just... the buyer's just trying to hold the price here. It's not even like... It's not even strong. Like, buyers haven't even come in yet. I can see on the volatility. Yo, Raj, thanks for that follow. Ori, thank you for that follow 29 minutes ago. You're bad at putting stop loss? Well, that means you're good at gambling, my man. Gotta put up a stop loss, Fred. All right, shall we continue? That's why price action's like really interesting. It's really good stuff. But when you start to put it in it, you know, I get it. For some people, if this is boring, I'm sorry. I get it. I don't know how else to organize a class for trading. When I didn't learn from PowerPoints, I didn't learn from YouTube videos, I didn't learn from VOD. I just learned from experience, really, and having a good mentor. When I asked him questions, he had good answers. That really helped. But when you put it all together, it's a lot of fun, fam. It really is. All right, let's continue. Higher lows and higher highs. So part of price action, fam, is identifying higher highs and higher lows. Looking at the shape, right? Now, earlier I called this actually a lower low. If you called this a higher low, right? If you call this a higher low, this would be a lower low. Depending on how you count it, doesn't really matter, as long as you understand when the higher highs and higher lows turn into a lower high, right? And people had to wait for their lower low for confirmation. Once you see this lower high and you throw in some other factors, you knew this was the short opportunity. So you could have got out around 46K, fam, just from a price action standpoint. This is Bitcoin. Again, it didn't matter how you marked your chart. See, downtrend, right? That's how trend lines are made, fam. Right? Lower highs. Higher highs. I mean, look at this run up, dude. God, that's a bull run for you. That's a bull run. Right when you do one of these stretched out and you come down, you got lucky. Now that I know Sam spoofed this whole fucking thing. But yeah, you got higher highs, higher lows. Look at this. Right? Higher highs, higher lows. Broken structure right there. Trend line break. Come up here, make another right shoulder kind of deal. Right there at resistance. God, it was clean as day too. Look at those wicks. The distribution. This. The real top, fam. The real top. By the way, if you shorted here and Sam didn't exist, fam, Sam didn't spoof to 69K. If you shorted here, this was the Pi cycle cross. The Pi cycle called the top again. 64K. The Pi cycle crossed. Like right 5 days before the Pi cycle. It's like within 5 days. The Pi cycle cross. And we're not going to talk about the Pi cycle cross today because the Pi cycle is an EMA. And then I think it's 2 EMAs crossing. Either way. That's what the Pi cycle crosses. That's cool. But higher highs, higher low, understanding structure, understanding what makes a trend line go up, what makes a trend line go down, resistance, support. Not the trend line is, understand the trend line is not resistance support, but like the support here gets bought up, right? And that's what makes higher lows. And then the resistance gets sold down is how you make lower lows, right? And lower highs. Sorry, lower highs. So just knowing your basic price action, no reason to get. This was a really interesting one. This was never a reason to get bearish here before we broke 20K to new highs, right? Higher highs. And if you had known that basic structure, you were long here right through 20K. And what a run it was, fam. What a run it was. This is basic price action. We're not talking about we're not throwing in divergence, nothing else. This is just basic price action. Higher highs, higher lows. Okay. Trading trend, as we'll talk more about later, can also be useful when only using price analysis to create a trade setup. Higher highs followed by higher lows will show an uptrend in a bullish market. Lower lows followed by lower highs will show a downtrend in a bearish market. When the trend changes, the price will fail to break previous higher high or lower low, preventing continuation. So if we had moved up here instead of crash with FTX market, we broke this lower high. We failed to break previous higher high or lower low, failed to break the lower low, preventing continuation, trend changes. Everyone catch that? Yeah, Quincy, that's right. That's right. Stein, don't trade every day. Like me. You don't, that's not how you start trading. People are like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, this is what I do. Sit here and teach and trade and listen to music and go hang out with my wife upstairs. I go pick up my kids and hang out with my kids in the afternoon. And I trade some more. Sometimes I don't trade. You know? Any questions here though, fam? Any questions here? Anybody understand this? When trend or not understand this? When trend changes, the price will fail to break previous higher high or lower low. Right? We didn't break that. All right, so let's keep going. Higher highs and higher lows can also create an upward channel. Lower highs and lower lows can also create a downward channel. Channels can be easy patterns to trade by themselves with easy invalidation. Okay, breaking down a channel entry, stop loss. All right. And that's it for today, fam. That's it for today. We got through day 2. Go back to the market. Cool beans, fam. Cool beans. You know what closes today, fam? The 10-day. The 10-day closes today, fam. Yep. You guys want to see something crazy? 10-day closes today for Bitcoin. Never closed below the 200 MA on the 10-day. Never. Ever. Never closed below it. Now we are. Weekly cross coming. We're fucked. I think they're going to challenge this, fam. I do think they're going to challenge this cross. This is important to note. We've never crossed this. This is the 200 EMA and the 200 MA. We will talk about this in class some more, but EMAs are the fast ones. MAs are the slow ones. If you just use the same EMA and MA by themselves, this is the 200s. The orange is the EMA. The red is the MA. It can show you trend as well. And so you can see fast trend. Orange is above red. We even kept orange above red there at 10K before the run up to 64 and 69K respectively. And then we came over here, right? And now, I mean, it's almost the last time we were this tight to crossing, we had the COVID bounce, and we're not really seeing that bounce here. But I'm telling you right now, fam, I just really think they'll at least test this. If they don't test it, God, I don't know. Yeah, we trade with fib levels. In fact, I'm glad you asked that. Fib levels. Fib levels. All right, we're going to be going over fib levels in week 5. So this is week 1. Week 5. 4 more weeks we're going over fibs. Fibs. How you could have played fibs. Fibby, fibs. All right. Lot to go over, fam. Lot to go over. Here we go. Gotta change these dates, but what? Contagion with Gemini, withdrawals halted. What? Yeah, it's a whole course. No. Yama, I'm hoping they tested before lower, Yama. Honestly, like, this is the most bearish cross in Bitcoin history if it happens. Again, they've never crossed down bearish. They started. This is Bitstamp, the longest tenured chart. But this right here, the 200 EMA crossed above the 200 MA, bullish, and they've never crossed down bearish. Even here, they didn't cross down bearish. They got tight. I just want to see some type of test. Trading psychology? Oh, that's a great question. I might throw in a trading psychology week or something. I would love that. That would be sick, dude. That's a sick course. Trading psychology. It'd probably take more than a week, like a month. Like a month to do. That'd be some awesome stuff. I could grab some books on some trading psychology, I'll tell you that. I would love that. What? Is that true? Yo, I got some shit on Gemini, dude. Yeah, but it's like it's lending program. On its lending program though. It's on its lending program. Stein, like 6 months to be honest. Six months every day though. 6 months every day. Probably longer, maybe a year. What strategies you use the most for trading, fam? Volatility. Like the weekly volatility is very weak right here. There it is. Look at that. Where do we say? Where do we put that line, fam? Go, baby. Pump it. Pump my back. I use volatility. That's like my main part of my system. It's going to take forever to teach, but I use everything that we're going to talk about in the course, to be honest. Everything. And I don't like put it all in one chart. I just kind of like work through it. I work through time. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 30 minute, 45 minute, 90 minute, 150 minute, 6 hour, 7 hour, 8 hour, 18 hour. Yeah, it is picking up. You're right. See it. Yama. You need TradingView Premium to get it too. Oh, it's like $300, I think. 300. See, Ethereum has like a bear flag. I mean, not a bear flag, but like a pennant. Kind of, huh? I guess it broke down. So this is more bullish now for Ethereum. If Ethereum can close a red candle with low volatility, then that's good for Ethereum. Like bullish. I think we're gonna drop more. There's no way. Like, fuck, dude. So check this out. Like, all right. So check this out, fam. You guys want to talk about like my system, and I'm gonna use the replay bar. You guys understand that what the replay bar is, and we're gonna use it for volatility, right? All right, low volatility, really low volatility, right? Watch the candles. This is 2018, right? We haven't broken structure yet. This is like holding 19K, holding 19K. This is 2018 though, right? We're holding 19K. Really, that's 6,500, all right? No volatility. Watch, here it comes. I don't know what happened this Wednesday, 7th, November 8th. No, sorry, November 7th on Wednesday, 2018. But the market started to dip. Okay, so we had a 10-day that closed right there. You see that? Let's pause for a second. You see that where the 10-day closed? Everyone see that shit? Now understand, normally how this thing works is if you have a tick up in volatility, usually buyers will come in big. But look, no buyers came in. No buyers came in. So what happens? We keep printing. Let's hit play. What happens here? Uh-oh. Tick up in volatility, tick up in volatility. So it started out relatively low volatility, 10-day. People bought it a little bit. Oh shit, 4,200 Bitcoin. Oh, there goes your 4,200 Bitcoin longs. Oh shit, we're at 3,700. All right, again, before we go any further, low volatility. Now this is that bounce out you want to see after this. All right, we're going to compare this to now. But here it is. Buyers are coming in. Watch. Buyers are coming in. See them come in? It's the 10-day. Buyers came in hard, fam. Oh, shit. I don't think so. Market makers are saying, not so fast. I don't think we want to bounce here yet. I don't think we want to bounce here yet, Mr. Bulls, on the 10-day. They send it down further. Low volatility. Oh, people are buying now. Oh. Okay, you guys get the point, right? Look at this. Kept going down. This is 2018. Guys get the point? All right, so remember that volatility. Fucking the same, fam. Here we are. It's all the same, fam. We're going to move this line right here. It's all the same. We had this low volatility here. The next 10-day print should have buyers come in. If we see low volatility here, we are effed. And we're going to go lower. They're going to fill this in right here, this liquidity in. They're going to fill it in. Where's the next 10-day support? It's 12.6, fam. We're going down to 12.6. You can see right there. 12.6 are going to fill this in, baby. All right? So that's what we're going to watch. 10-day closes today. 8 hours left. Does not look good. Does not have a very good demand wick. Now, again, I can see just on the new print whether buyers are going to come in. Buyers don't come in. Very similar to like here originally. So here it is. That's where we are right now. Tomorrow, new print. They had no buyers come in, and then sellers came in for the volatility. All right? And then I think that's going to be our capitulation point. We're very close. This is almost identical. This is almost identical. And I called it from 5-day, and now we have another opportunity for a good short. I think everyone looking maybe for that 18K short, we might be effed. We might actually drop through the 10-day today. I wouldn't be surprised. We're at the 10-day right now. Let's go to the 10-day support. Live at the 10-day support, fam. We're really just hanging. We're just hanging. Canada Nubio, thank you for that follow. It's on TradingView. And even if you get access to the indicator and you start learning it, I recommend paper trade with it for a long time, because it's a very hard indicator to understand. But let's see what happens after the 10-day print today, fam. This hourly is not looking good, and we'll go from there. Tomorrow, third class of price action. We're gonna go over horizontal support and resistance, how to trade it. That's just the flat lines. Some more stuff too, but yeah, it used to come up. No, go indicators. Indicators gives us the commands, guys. There it is. Exclamation historical. Yo, thank you for that follow, Jomar. Disconnected, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Aseng, thank you for that follow. JNX, thank you for that follow. What's up, Shexy? What's up, Shexy? There we go. Did that not work? Hold on, let me fix it right now. Let me fix it right now. But I'm telling you right now, the 10 days is saying we're gonna go lower. We're just holding here. We're floating, fam. We're floating. We're floating in a not a very good spot to float at. This isn't like 19K. 16K is not like 19K. A lot less pulse down here. Oh, I guess I don't have it up anymore. That's lame. All right. We'll just put it, we'll call it volatility. Volatility. All right, now it works. Exclamation volatility. Let's check it out. There we go. All right. We have our pulseless market. Really, it's a pulseless market, fam. Just gonna get out. How's the S&P doing right now? Well, we talk about that rounding top. Oh yeah, we're coming down on the S&P. Look at this RSI. Four-hour closes in 36 minutes. Still a little bit of hold. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Oh, really? Really? All right, all right. It's good to know, Shexy. Good to know, Shexy. Crypto Twitter world. You know what they need to do, fam? They need to make a real world crypto Twitter special. Where you have a bunch of like crypto Twitter influencers and traders in the same house. And it's a reality TV show. I would love to see that. Who would pay to see that? Who would watch that? I'm talking about like put like a bunch of different personalities in the house from crypto Twitter. You put like BitLord. You could put like fucking put me in there. You could have like Wendy O. She hates straight men. I don't know what her deal is. Like, she literally blocked me because I posted a shirtless pic. Yo, what's up, Ye Meister? I'm definitely paying, dude. That's the next big idea. I'm telling right now, and it's a perfect time to do it in the bear market. Mandalo, but that's the thing is like we gotta like research, but it would be good because like you'd have like this blend of like nerds and like personalities that are just like going at it. I don't know. I think it like in traders you had like four influencers of each sex, and 4 traders of each sex. That's what you should have. 4 like female traders, 4 male traders, and then 4 male influencers and 4 female influencers from crypto Twitter on a reality TV show in the Bahamas at the old FTX office. Sorry, couldn't help it. You know, 3 AC's yacht. I don't think they got it. I think they put the Mandalo. They put the deposit down on the yacht and then lost. They like didn't buy the yacht. They didn't pay for it. No, I know they only put the deposit down, so they're never gonna get that deposit back. So funny. Someone's got a hold right here. Yo, fam, I'm calling it. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Never, God, I've never taken one of their calls. I'm so happy I haven't. Anyways, I hope you guys all have a good rest of the day. I'll be back tomorrow. Mad love. Everybody, appreciate all your support. Let's go. Hold on. Before we leave, I think we can... Hold on a second. If he's on, we're gonna raid Bear ETH. Yeah, it's Bear King Ether. All right, hold on 1 second. We're gonna go. We're gonna raid somebody. Yo, go watch this chat. Everybody, go watch this chat. I'm telling you, he's Teal Street, Scalps Ether, mad respect, dude. Guy is legit. Cool dude. Really cool dude. Everybody. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go show him some love. Support him. He's part of the Teal Street family. Yeah, let's all go show him some love. He's gonna teach you some shit. He's Ether, so he's like the Ethereum version of me, in my opinion. He sits there, teaches you how to trade. He's got a different style, reads books, all that good stuff.